What would you do if you woke up in a luxury penthouse in Los Angeles, looked out the window, and saw giant alien ships vacuuming up thousands of hypnotized people from the streets? That's exactly the nightmare scenario in Skyline, a 2010 sci-fi disaster film directed by the Brothers Strause, the same visual effects wizards who worked on Avatar and 2012. The movie came out on November 12, 2010, and stars Eric Balfour, Scotty Thompson, Donald Faison, and David Zayas. Critics absolutely hated it. It holds a miserable 26 out of 100 on Metacritic, but it still managed to pull in $68 million at the box office on a budget of just 10 to 20 million. So what's the movie actually about? Let's break down the entire plot in detail. The film opens with a strange and mesmerizing sight. Mysterious blue lights, like glowing flares, rain down across Los Angeles in the dead of night. Then we meet our main characters. Jarrod, played by Eric Balfour, and his girlfriend Elaine, played by Scotty Thompson, are in bed when they are jolted awake by a piercing blue glow shining through the window blinds. Elaine feels sick. She gets up and throws up in the bathroom. The room starts shaking. Jarrod goes to investigate, but before he can figure out what's going on, he hears someone screaming from the next room. He rushes in and finds their friend Denise in a complete panic. The lights took Ray. She cries. Ray had stared directly into the blue light coming through the open door. It hypnotized him. He walked outside like a zombie, and something pulled him up into the sky. Jarrod then makes the mistake of looking at the light himself. Immediately, blue-black veins start crawling across his face and shoulders. His eyes turn cloudy and strange. He starts walking mindlessly toward the light, completely entranced, until his friend Terry grabs him and pulls him away at the last second. At this point, we flash back 15 hours earlier to see how everyone ended up in this nightmare. Jarrod and Elaine have just flown from New York to Los Angeles to visit Jarrod's childhood friend Terry for his birthday. Terry, played by Donald Faison, has done extremely well for himself in the visual effects industry. He sends a limo to pick them up from the airport. Once they arrive at his luxury condominium, Terry introduces them to his girlfriend Candace, played by Brittany Daniel, and his personal assistant Denise, played by Crystal Reed. The group spends the afternoon lounging by the pool, drinking, and goofing around. At one point, they notice military helicopters flying low over the building, but nobody thinks much of it. Terry checks the news on his iPad and finds nothing unusual. That evening, Terry throws a massive birthday party in his penthouse. The building manager, Oliver, played by David Zayas, comes up to ask them to keep the noise down. During the party, we learn several important things. Ray, a business associate, accidentally reveals that Terry wants Jarrod to move to LA and work with him. Jarrod doesn't seem excited about the idea. Later, Elaine tells Jarrod she's pregnant and he doesn't take it well at all. He says he's not ready. She agrees, and they make up. Then they discover that Terry is secretly cheating on Candace with Denise. Elaine wants to tell Candace the truth, but Jarrod convinces her to stay quiet. The flashback ends, and we return to the present. It's 4:27 in the morning. The blue lights are everywhere. The group is terrified. Ray is gone. Jarrod is struggling with strange symptoms from his exposure to the light. His skin still shows traces of those alien veins, and he feels like something inside him is changing. They need to understand what's happening, so Jarrod and Terry make their way up to the rooftop of the building to get a better view. What they see is genuinely apocalyptic. Colossal alien ships, bigger than anything you can imagine, are hovering over Los Angeles. These ships are opening up and literally vacuuming thousands of hypnotized humans into the air. The streets below are chaos. People are walking like sleepwalkers toward the lights, completely unable to resist. Inside the apartment, the others try to find information on the television, but every station is dead. No broadcasts. No emergency alerts. Nothing. They are completely cut off from the world. Then the situation takes a turn for the worse. Flying alien drones start sweeping through the city, hunting down anyone who wasn't captured by the lights. These drones are fast, deadly, and terrifying. The group realizes that staying in the apartment is becoming increasingly dangerous, but leaving seems impossible. The group decides to make a run for the nearby marina, hoping to steal a boat and sail away from the carnage. This escape attempt goes horribly wrong. The streets are crawling with alien creatures and drones. In the chaos, Denise is killed. Her death is brutal and shocking, and it hits the group hard. They are forced to retreat back to the apartment building, their first escape plan completely crushed. The military finally enters the fight. Fighter jets scream across the sky and engage the alien mothership. In a desperate move, they launch a nuclear weapon that scores a direct hit. For a moment, it looks like humanity might have a chance. The mothership appears to be destroyed. But then something terrifying happens. The ship begins to repair itself. The alien technology is so advanced that even a nuclear strike can't stop it. The ship regenerates right before their eyes, and the invasion continues as if nothing happened. This is the moment when true hopelessness sets in. Then a new opportunity appears. Military helicopters land on the roof of the building, deploying soldiers. For the first time, it seems like there might be a real chance to escape. The group rushes upstairs, desperate to reach the helicopters. But the aliens are faster. Before anyone can be rescued, the helicopters and soldiers are overwhelmed. Another escape route is destroyed. Oliver, the building manager, doesn't survive this encounter. The group is now smaller, more traumatized, and running out of options. With no more escape routes and no hope of rescue, Jarrod and Elaine make their last stand on the rooftop. They know what's coming. The alien ships descend. The blue light surrounds them. And then they're taken. Just like thousands of others before them, Jarrod and Elaine are sucked up into the belly of the alien mothership. What they find inside is a nightmare beyond comprehension. The aliens aren't just killing humans, they are harvesting them. The creatures are systematically removing human brains and implanting them into alien bodies. The purpose seems to be using human neural tissue to power their biomechanical war machines. Elaine, because she's pregnant, is separated from Jarrod. She's thrown into a chamber with other pregnant women. The aliens have a special interest in them for unknown reasons. Jarrod isn't so lucky. His brain is ripped from his body and implanted into one of the alien creatures. But here's where the film takes its most bizarre and controversial turn. Jarrod doesn't lose consciousness. He doesn't become another mindless drone. His brain, for some unexplained reason, glows red instead of blue, a sign that has maintained his self-awareness even inside the alien body. He takes control of the creature. He fights through the ship, smashing other aliens to pieces, and he finds Elaine. The movie ends on one of the strangest cliffhanger in modern sci-fi. Jarrod, now a hulking alien monster, carries Elaine, who's still human, in his massive arms. They face their new reality together on board the alien ship. The credits roll. That's it. So, what do I actually think about Skyline? I have to be honest. This movie is a deeply frustrating experience. It's not completely worthless. There are elements here that genuinely work, but the overall package is a mess. The visual effects, for a film with a $10 to $20 million budget, are genuinely impressive. The Brothers Strause clearly know how to create stunning images. The shots of the alien ships hovering over Los Angeles are beautiful. The creature designs are creative and creepy. On a purely visual level, Skyline punches well above its weight class. Unfortunately, everything else falls apart. The characters are paper-thin. I couldn't tell you a single personality trait about anyone in this movie beyond they are scared or they are arguing. The script is shockingly bad, and I don't say that lightly. We spend the first 20 minutes on relationship drama that goes absolutely nowhere. Then the characters spend the rest of the film running back and forth between the apartment, the rooftop, and the garage. It's repetitive, claustrophobic, and not in a suspenseful way. Just in a "we clearly had no budget for more locations" kind of way. And then there's that ending. The final 10 minutes feel like they were spliced in from a completely different movie. Jarrod turns into an alien superhero and fights his way through the mothership. It's jarring, it makes almost no logical sense, and it ends so abruptly you'll wonder if the projector broke. Some people find it bold and memorable. I found it baffling and unsatisfying. However, I have to give the film some credit where it's due. The concept is genuinely interesting. The idea that aliens harvest human brains to power their war machines is disturbing and creative. The visual effects remain impressive years later. And the film was profitable enough to spawn 2 sequels beyond Skyline in 2017 and Skylines in 2020, so clearly someone out there enjoyed it. But for me, Skyline is the definition of style over substance. It looks great, but there's nothing underneath. I give it a 4 out of 10.